Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unpopular View.
Thank you all for clicking on our faces.
Blue flag with all that.
Okay, so I wrote down some notes.
Let's do that.
I don't want to sit too hard.
That's twice. That'll probably go over about as well as Colonel Devine.
Because there was no Jay White sighting.
Just straight up gangbanging.
This story has been fit. You gotta pay attention.
So, Unpopular Review does not. What is you the CEO of, Chris? Jesus, golly.
Let's start the show.
And we are here and we are live. We are here one more time. We just got off of the AEW prediction show for Double or Nothing, and we are back this evening for WWE King and Queen of the Ring. Don't adjust your internets, your YouTubes. I am on the right show for today. I don't do predictions, but hey, you got to come be part of when you're a leader of the channel. You got to step up and be a leader of the channel. So you got a couple people here today to join me. We got always the executive consultant holding us down. You know what he is and what he does. And we got Mr. Freckle join us today all the way from Atlanta. Doctor Who is the question. But we are here to talk King of the Ring. And guys, let's just get it over with and talk about it, all right? A lot of time, not before you, was only a 5-match pay-per-view. Right, it's in Saudi Arabia. It's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. You'll be at an event. I'll be at work watching it here. Chris will be somewhere probably watching it there because
at work watching it.
So it is what it is. And so go ahead. It's shaping up to be a good King of the Ring. Okay. We know right now that we have Valkyria in the finals as she defeated Sky this past Monday on Raw. Then we have Bianca Belair going against this week against Nia Jax. Presumably everybody says that, Chris, being the intelligent wrestler that he is here on the Mike Knox show, he said they're going to give Bianca. She'll have to be on the pay-per-view. They're going to get her on SmackDown because SmackDown emanates from Saudi Arabia. So Nia Jax is, most people will be the winner, but hey, I'm still holding out with my baby girl. I want it to be, I want Queen Belair. Okay. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for Queen Belair to win this, but it's probably going to be Nia Jax. And I couldn't be happier for another girl if not Nia Jax. I know, and I was wrong about that pick, saying that Sky would go, but again, Chris put some intelligence on the show and Valkyria. So, guys, the main event will be, we know for sure, Valkyria, but on the other side, who you got meeting her and who you got winning that Queen of the Ring match, becoming the new Queen of the Ring. I'll start with you, Freckle Sensei.
So I feel like it's going to be. My heart really wants to say Bianca because that revenge for Jade, for Jade, and then Queen Bianca, just Queen EST, it just fits. But I think this is the moment that
Nia sounds good though.
No, I'm gonna say Queen Nia does sound good. My overall prediction, I think it's gonna be Nia. They're gonna try to make Nia strong and big, and then on top of that, with even
well, they're going to put her in the bloodline with this. This puts her in the bloodline of being the one who wins a match because she's bigger and better than the other ones who won't win, like Tomotaka.
And then, but on top of that, this is how I know that Lyra is going to win. Mostly because of the fact. I think
Lyra Valkyria is going to win the Queen of the Ring.
I think it's going to come down. I think it's going to come down to Lyra versus Nia. I want Nia to win. I feel like they're going to push. I feel like they're going to probably push Lyra.
I can see that 100%. I can definitely see that.
And not go back. But if they do push Nia to win, it's mostly because we don't know who the hell Bayley is going to face for a title.
I don't think that this had to do with it, but this is about building somebody new to me. And I think Live Valkyria is the one, but I'm just hoping for Nia Jax. I'm hoping for it to be one of them, just on the front of SmackDown side. Executive consultant.
I already said it. Lyra and Nia, I've been preaching it for weeks. It's a foregone conclusion for me. You have to think about a lot of things. You have to think about Freckles, since and I talked about this earlier because I've mentioned this on the show plenty of times with him, as well as other people. Triple H announced it. The winner of this gets a main event world title match at SummerSlam.
Okay.
You're not doing that for Lyra. Why? Because by then it's around the time Rhea Ripley's going to come back. She's automatically going to be putting that world championship match. Yeah. Nia is taking that championship off of Bayley. It's just happening. Nia can do more with that Queen of the Ring than Lyra Valkyria. Lyra Valkyria is going to lose, but she's going to gain popularity, but one, how gracious enough she's going to take the loss, and two, she's going to go and try to get revenge for one Becky Lynch. When Becky Lynch, spoiler alert, drops the title to Liv Morgan later this evening. After Liv takes that title, she needs some challengers, not named Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. Who is that person?
Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria.
They've
already been teasing it. They've already been teasing on Raw the last couple weeks.
Yeah, they have
been teasing it.
Such an intelligent wrestling fan. And talk about that aforementioned match. Let's go there right there. So we already know executive consultant picks Liv Morgan to be your new women's champion here. What about you?
You heard it, but you didn't hear my reason why. So let me do that before Freckle Sensei go, and I'll be real brief about this. Bottom line is, why did Becky win that Battle Royal? Everybody was pissed off. Why did she win? Why did she have to win? She just lost the championship.
She put somebody else
why? Long-term booking. They already had it planned. It was already going to be Rhea Liv Morgan at Saudi Arabia show, King of the Queen of the Ring, because that's part of Liv Morgan's tour. If Liv Morgan won at the Battle Royal, they had to change up a lot of storyline they didn't want to change up at the time. Who do we have? Becky Lynch. Well, why Becky Lynch doesn't make sense? Because she's a popular character who can just win the title, make it believable, and still drop the title to Liv Morgan, what she's going to do. She is just nothing more than a transitional champion. Do you have fun when
you watch wrestling, or you just want to be right about everything because you can, write the story?
Freckle Sensei to you.
This man's trying to be like the Michael Wallbon wrestling, but I am the Stephen A. Smith wrestler. So I'll be
the fuck you not. That shit's already been fucking. Boy, stop, please. You better stay to Miles Morales of pro wrestling talk. It ain't Dan Show Stephen A. Smith. Boy, please. You might have the same haircut as him, but that's about it.
Oh no, I ain't never see the hairline like his. Oh no, that's not happening. I black spray my shit.
You do live in Atlanta. I expect nothing less than the black spray.
Listen, I black spray my shit.
I'm all gray. I'm all pepper, salt, and pepper up here.
I pepper the beard. This? Oh no.
Just I got for me.
But no, I would say Liv. I want to say Liv Morgan. I think I don't think they're gonna drop. They're gonna have Becky drop so soon. I know Becky is the filler. I know she's like the filler champion. I know Liv got this long term going on, that her revenge tour and everything of that nature. But in this particular match, I got Becky going. I got Becky winning.
100% is Liv Morgan. Everything that guy who doesn't like wrestling said, like I said, took the fun out of it. That's exactly what's happened. I believe that because I know what it is to be an intelligent wrestling fan, and sometimes it just sucks. But we do not know who will win the King of the Ring. We have King Gunther, or will it be King Orton? I'm gonna start with you, executive consultant.
Well, we already know we have Gunther in there, right?
Right.
Yeah. Here's the thing: is it going to be Randy?
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. That's the second time you said up to him. What's up to him? I ain't seen it. What's up to Knox? I ain't seen it. What's up to?
He said hi to you in the last show that happened.
Executive consultant.
He just said hi to both of us in the last show.
Look at him. You got them all dancing and stuff.
Well, I'll be happy.
It's like an ATLer.
So, ATL ho. So, that being said, Randy Orton, Tama Tonga. Let me tell you why it was Randy Orton. Tama Tonga versus Gunther. No sense is made off of that.
No.
None. Once again, we go back to what Triple H announced. Triple H said the winner gets a world title shot. Now, because of that, that's when I said, now Randy has a chance. Because I do believe the SummerSlam match is strongly possibly considered rumored to be Cody versus Randy. That match writes itself. That'll be a good match. I said it numerous times, that should have been a match of WrestleMania to me. That being said,
legacy fight.
If Randy was fighting anybody else, I might say that's his way to get it. But he doesn't need to win the King of the Ring to get that championship match. Not at all. He's Randy freaking Orton, as he said last week. He is. What does Randy do now? He puts people over. He takes younger talent he sees as impressive, and he puts them under the wing, and he puts them over. He did that with Riddle. He tried to do a little bit with Kevin Owens. He was trying to do a little bit with with Ricochet. He likes to do that with the younger generation. Right now, the person he has his eyes on is Tama Tonga, is Solo Sikoa, is the Bloodline. That's where his storyline is going to be. Gunther has no storyline. but you have to make him look just as strong. That's why he never went for after the Intercontinental Championship after he lost it, because you want to make him to continue to look strong. What better way to do that than have him do the winning portion of the King of the Ring? Gunther's going over.
King Gunther, I concur. Sensei?
Same. King Gunther. It's going to be Gunther versus Randy. I don't see... Do we really want to see Tama versus Gunther?
No, I want to see Tama versus Jay for the bloodline,
Exactly.
but that didn't happen.
Exactly. So,
but it will. Hold your breath. That is going to happen.
No, I'm not saying that. It's something to hold my breath for. It's just I wanted to happen in the tournament.
We just know it's going to happen. We just know it's bound to happen. Like we saw the little bits and pieces of it on Raw, and when Paul was like shook in his boots and all that type of stuff, we saw the bits and pieces. But
damn ham and eggers. No, nothing.
But it is what it is. Gunther's winning this. King Gunther. He's going to face Damian Priest. Now, does Gunther takes the title from Priest?
That will remain to be.
It's a SummerSlam, and that's the problem because you have 2 PL leads before SummerSlam. One Clash of Castle, which he defends the championship against Drew McIntyre, which a lot of people think Drew McIntyre is going to win. I'm not exactly 100% sure of that, but I believe that's going to happen. At the same time, you think SummerSlam is going to be that Punk versus Drew McIntyre match. Typically, you would think that's for the world.
Just bring it, bitch!
If that's for the world title, you can't install Gunther in there, right? But it's Gunther and Damian Priest that match. I can see them making that the match. I'm just mad I have to see Damian Priest hold the title that long because he's not a good champion.
Oh, such a bad thing.
By Taker.
I'm a mark for all 3 guys. I'm just going to say that. I am. I'm a Bronson Reed. Yeah, he hates him. Him and Steve not fans. I love Bronson Reed. I've always been a Gable fan. I've always thought Gable could be the next Kurt Angle. And not in the sense of being as entertaining as Kurt. I think Kurt doesn't get enough credit for how entertaining Kurt Angle is. But as far as, when you say this, all right, it's not a disrespect to someone to say someone reminds you of somebody. I said all the time I call her Bianca Cena. It's no disrespect towards Bianca Belair. That's in high regard saying she is. Right? So I think that Gable can do that. And I just love Sammy. But Sammy, from week to week, I don't think he can carry it. He's the Mick Foley in a sense of he's just better as a chaser of the title than being a champion. But it's whatever. It's not a title. It's our workhorse title. He's working it, and he's a horse. You know what I mean? So I'm all there for it. I think Sammy comes out the winner nonetheless. Your take on this one, Sensei? I'm going with Sami Zayn in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
I'm actually going to go with I'm going with Perk Gable. Yes, I call him Perk Gable for a reason, but I'm going with Gable. I want to see how this whole Alpha Academy pull out. We all know that Bronson Reed, and pause when I said pull out. We all know Bronson Reed is not going to win this. He's just there. He's really just there for
somebody gonna get a damn splash though
of getting his wife pregnant. That's it. But I think the push for Gable is there. I see the momentum for Gable is there, and Sammy. I love Sammy, but this title reign is like.
If Gable wins, I would love it. I would love it either way. Honestly, again, I am a Sammy mark.
I'm not mad at either two. I'm really not mad at either.
This is one of the matches I can care less who wins. I think Gable's deserving. You know what I mean? Bronson maybe not as much. No. Although, I think Bronson's a really good worker. We used the term earlier on the make sure you guys go watch, like, follow, subscribe to this person of the show if you've been watching. We just got finished doing the AEW Nothing prediction show. He's a good hand to me. Okay, in the ring, I think he can. I like him. I saw him in NXT here in Orlando. Now that I'm back, rolling, keep rolling. I'm going to keep rolling that right back to me. My baby girl will be back at NXT every Tuesday. But I can care less who wins. But I'm going to pick, my man Sami Zayn. Who you got in this one, Nick Consultant?
Let me tell you why Bronson Reed's in this match. Here you go. Here's an apology for the fact that we don't know what to do with you. We make you out to be this monster, but we don't know what to do with you. But I like you because you're a Triple H guy. Look, he has no business being in this match. But this is a way. He has no business being in this match. The way they've been doing this storyline has been strictly Gable and Sami Zayn. Bronson just happened to be thrown in there because they had nowhere else to shoehorn him And it's not like you can shoehorn Bronson Reed in.
I can make a reason for him being there, though.
Go ahead. I love it here.
It's the hater.
Storyline wise,
Mhm.
he has been interwoven into their matches. He was there before Gable came in there for that title when he was going against Sammy, and then now he's there and then he's beat him. He's interfered. He's winning him. They interfered. He has a legitimate gripe by the story. Now I get what you're saying in totality, right? Yeah. But based off what they've been showing us, he has every right to be in the match. I get what you're saying because you're taking the fun of wrestling away. Thank God my kids aren't listening. But, I get it.
I'm going to say two things. I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen. I'm going to tell you my theory of what's going to happen, which is probably going to make Freckle Sensei happy. Here is what I think is going to happen. I think Sami Zayn wins the match, goes on to face Chad Gable again, and then loses that match to Chad Gable in the 101 match, probably a Clash of the Castle. And then he turns on Otis, right? What I think is a possibility to happen tomorrow or Saturday, I think Chad Gable wins. I think Otis cost the match for Sami Zayn to lose.
Ooh.
And then the next day he gets thanked by getting attacked by the new Alpha Academy, which is none other than the Creed brothers.
The Creed, yes. That's literally what.
Listen, I know y'all read that somewhere.
I did. I read that.
I read that.
That's exactly about
the Creed brothers.
Yeah, I got
and
that.
again,
we saw it.
It's not many things that get me excited. That gets me excited because that's Kurt Angle and the world's greatest tag team all over again.
Yes,
and I did that already. I got the show. I put those up, so you didn't.
Either way, Endgame is I didn't see it. Either way, Endgame is Sammy winning, whether it's going to be on Saturday or whether it's going to be a Clash of the Cast or Monday Night Raw, possibly. But I do believe that is going to happen. But I think on Saturday, I think a more special storyline. Actually, it could be. Yeah, I think a more special storyline is Sammy wins. It's because Otis helped him again, but he still gets rhythm and the Creed brothers story.
Listen, that just really.
I see that happening.
Because the thing is, Otis, we love Otis, but he's a blunder.
Body by steak.
He's a blunder at times. So he's gonna do a blunder moment where it knocks out Sammy, and then that's
when has he been a blunder before? Seriously, he's never been a blunder moment.
Who?
The
body by steak. Otis? Yeah.
That
was a shirt he had. I love that shirt. That shirt was amazing.
Yeah, I remember. It's been 4 years.
I'm
saying the same thing, right?
He doesn't want to do it, just like he did this past Monday.
No, I get that. That makes sense. But just what you said about he's a blundering kind of character who does these mistakes that happen. No, that would make sense.
That's the way Sammy.
If that was was a guy in Judgment Day.
Yeah, that's the way Sammy described. That's the way. Well, that's the way Chad describes him.
Oh, it got to be Niles. That makes more sense.
Ivy Niles is going to go do her own thing. She's leaving Dynamite. That Dynamite's done. After they join the Creed brothers join, Ivy Niles is going to say something stupid and then she's going to leave. She's going to focus on her thing with Maxine Dupree as a tag team.
Oh, well, that's bad. But anyway, moving on. The main event, the real mega star. Logan Paul against Cody Rhodes. Listen, people, I saw his mother and his dad's my favorite of all time. He's not black. You cannot be black by having sex with a black woman. He is a white man from Macon, Georgia, who we all happen to love. Let's just leave it right there, people. But we get Cody Rhodes. I just hate when people say he's got a better black storyline than black wrestlers. Stop it. But
yeah, I don't know whoever said
Logan
that.
Paul is that guy. However, we all know Cody Rhodes is winning. He is the second biggest heel in wrestling. They want him to be their biggest heel, but mid-card Jey Uso took that spot. I'm gonna call him that until he wins another match because they do have to stop with that.
Babyface, not heel.
Huh? I called him mid-carder.
No, you said second biggest heel.
I'm sorry, you know what I meant. I'm old. Yeah,
I thought you were talking about Logan Paul first.
I thought you were talking about Logan. I was like,
well, Logan Paul is. Without Roman Reigns, he might be the second biggest heel in wrestling right now.
Well, who's the biggest heel in wrestling?
No.
Without MJF being active, I would say. See, Gunther's not a heel. Even though he's a heel. No, it's not that. I'm going to probably say it's probably Drew McIntyre. right
I don't
now.
think I would say Drew McIntyre is less of a heel than Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually say Logan Paul. I'm going by reaction, and that's because
That's what I'm going off of.
And I'm gonna say because they don't use Dominic like they should. Even
Right.
as-
Okay.
even
Right.
as
Right.
injured.
Right. Right. Right.
If
Right.
They
Right.
want to unleash Dominic. Dominic will shit on everyone.
I'm thinking.
I would actually throw Chad Gable in there as a possible number 2. And then Gunther, and then Drew, because a lot of people still cheer Drew,
and that's a problem.
and
You're
that's
right.
because a lot of people still agree with him.
Well,
Like
you know, my motto though is we all can put the ones up, but Roman Reigns was the best heel in wrestling. So I can't.
Right,
I'm not gonna let a crowd
was a heel.
dictate. I'm not gonna let a crowd dictate who's a heel, who's not, because that's what the problem.
No,
is.
you're absolutely right. But Roman was a heel. I'm talking about the stuff Drew said sometimes.
It's
not
very
exactly,
fake. Yeah, it's
he's a heel. Don't get me wrong.
It's tweenerish, like the CM Punk line. You know what I mean? Like that's a very heel thing to say, but damn, that's some funny shit. You know, one of those kind of things. But Logan Paul, I don't know why people don't like the guy. Okay, if you love wrestling like you say you love wrestling, I don't see why you don't love Logan Paul. If you all of a sudden now heels are the big, big things today, why not like Logan Paul? Okay, I hated the guy. I hated his brother. I don't like what they represented and those kind of things. I'm with that part of fans. But when I saw that man, I say this all the time on every single show, as Ziggy said earlier, live in Texas, and that man shimmy on that rope. It was something in that moment. I said, that man's a star. Yeah. And he has taken wrestling seriously. He's taking it by the horns. He is very good in that ring. Did not have none of this experience. Okay, you gotta stop the hater. Put your hater rate down. You see, they got rid of the Street Profits cups. You should put yours away too. Logan Paul is that guy, but he's losing to Cody Rhodes because he is the man right now. So Logan Paul loses his match. Give me Cody Rhodes.
Definitely.
I think everybody's gonna pick Cody Rhodes. This is a Triple H pay-per-view, which I said in the last show. It's very predictable.
Very predictable.
And when they said that it was in time for title, even more predictable. Like it was a foregone.
Yeah.
It was already a foregone conclusion anyway. But it's even when they said, "Oh no, it's just for the WWE title." There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
There you go.
We're out of here, buddy.
Yeah,
we're gone. So with that being said, guys, we're gonna get up out of here, make it a little quicker, a little sooner. It's only a 5-match pay-per-view, but make sure you come back on Monday. We normally do a pay-per-view on Sundays, but with Double or Nothing show, the Mike Knox show will remain on Mondays this week. Anybody want to join me, feel free to join it as a review show. So all other shows are more than welcome to join me for that. I would like to have actually one from Raw and one from AEW to join me in on that anyway. Make the show a little bit longer and better to go through. So make sure you guys do check out my show, the Mike Knox Show, the longest running wrestling podcast that's been out there, even longer than Bust Open Radio. No offense from all respect to those guys. We got the Monday night watch along during Raw, when Raw goes off with Freckles Sensei, with the executive consultant, with Evo Dose, holding it down right there. And we got Miss Estella, Wrestling Doll, her is her new holding it down. This week she's going to be joined by Sheriff. All ladies' nights took over last week with Katie. They're taking over again this week as well. And then make sure you come back on Wednesdays as White Boy Wednesdays holds it down right there with Dan the Man, Van LaSpaza, Cactus Katie, and everybody's favorite man with the news, Mad Dog Kelly. Then Thursdays, like you are watching us right here, right now, top 5 and specials. And this is a special, very special to have you here. Very happy to have you here, and we appreciate you and we thank you. And then typically on Saturdays, but this week on Friday, immediately following SmackDown, because we got King and Queen of the Ring on Saturday, we're going to have the SmackDown review show with the Mark Vic Damone Jr., and Dice Man. The Z is never silent if you know him. So with that being said, fellas, Freckles,
Tuesday is a very special day for NXT.
Why?
Sexy Red is on NXT. Looking forward to that one. And then we'll get a chance to talk about it. Sheriff as well as the Wrestling Doll on NXT.
I thought that was a joke when I saw that. That's actually
I really thought it was.
I saw when she tweeted it live, so I knew it wasn't a joke. They've been teasing that for weeks.
She's an embarrassment. She's an embarrassment. I said it. Tell
We
Mike
wanted
Knox said it.
Meg. We didn't want Meg from Wish.
I don't give a damn. Songs don't matter like they do today. You got this over here talking about Kendrick Lamar's got the greatest diss song of all time.
No,
and the best storytellers of all time.
No.
Stop it.
I said he has the second greatest.
The second greatest. Song. No, he doesn't. Stop it. Behind Slick Rick. We out of here, y'all. King and Queens of the Ring predictions. We share this week, y'all. Love wrestling, like wrestling, follow wrestling, and that is Unpopular Review. We out of here, y'all. Peace.
They not like us. They not like us.
They not like us.